Greetings, DMs, GMs, and players. This is the Insomniac GM. Happy New Year's. So, for today, I want to talk about my New Year's resolution for 2022. So, to start off with that, I want to tell you what the point of my YouTube channel was when creating it. I felt like there were elements from other games and other editions that didn't get enough of a spotlight that could have been brought over from like those games or editions into other ones. And I wanted to bring awareness of that. Like the troop rules, for instance. That's strictly a Paizo thing, but I thought it would have been great in like 5th edition of that. Now another thing too is I wanted to work on getting better at speaking to larger groups of people. And although I've done better with it, I still can do a lot better with it. And that's one thing I do want to work on. So that's one thing right there. Now, another thing I wanted to do with this is to introduce people to other game systems too. Not necessarily force them to change game systems, but systems that people may not be aware of. For instance, there's an official Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game that now it doesn't use the actual Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles name anymore, but the rules are still the same. And I've known plenty of people who would love to play in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, and I just learned about it myself like months ago, and they weren't aware of it. So now I got to introduce that to them. So yeah, that was another reason why I created this channel. So to go into my New Year's resolution, we have, I want to get better at talking to larger groups. And that'll only happen as I grow the channel. So I'm hoping to shoot for, as another goal, getting up to 100 subscribers. Now, I try to make my videos strictly about the games. I want to show you the book or the game. I don't want to show you my face because it has nothing to do with the game. I don't want to interrupt the game with sponsorships or, I mean, I'm not big enough to get sponsors, but I'm not about interrupting the video on that kind of stuff. And I don't want to tell people in the videos to subscribe and like and all that, because that's time taken away from you learning about these games and mechanics. So if you're watching this is the one time I'm going to ask you to like, comment, subscribe. Well, I always ask people to comment, but so yeah. Second goal, I would like to get up to 100 subscribers by the end of 2022. Another thing I would like to do too, not so much YouTube wise, but tabletop role playing wise, I would like to run a campaign that is not a fantasy game or Starfinder. So no Dungeons and Dragons, no Pathfinder. Another one I have that I want to throw in there is Star Wars D20 or Star Wars Saga Edition, just because I want to play a campaign that doesn't have rules that are so similar to like D&D and Pathfinder. I mean, I'll still be running games like that. I just don't want to. I want to try to run something else different as a campaign. Another New Year's resolution I would like to run or do is I would love to run an OSR game for once. I put a lot of OSR rules and run my games like they're OSR. I've been slowly introducing that to my players, and it's been changing the way they play, and they've become a lot more accepting to the OSR because of that. So I think I may be able to con them into playing. If not, I could probably find other people to play, but I'd like to run an OSR game also. So that's another New Year's resolution. And the final one is I would love to have it where I can introduce somebody next year. Could be multiple people or one person, but I would like to introduce someone to at least 3 different role playing games. Have them sit at the table and play. It could be one new role playing game for 3 different people, or one person, 3 different role playing games. It could be more people, it could be more role playing games, but I just want to introduce more to people. So we have get better at talking to people, bigger groups than that. Also, I want to try to work better on stop saying so much. I know I say it a lot. Get 100 subscribers. Stop running, or not stop running, but run a non-fantasy or Starfinder or Star Wars Saga Edition campaign. Run an OSR game and introduce people to 3 different games. Those are my New Year's resolutions for 2022. I would love in the comments if you guys wrote down what your goal for 2022 is. And until next time, Happy New Year's, everyone.